It's my pleasure to introduce the speaker, Premnath D sir. He's a fellow chartered accountant, DSA, completed FAFD, concurrent audit course of ICA, Indirect Tax Certificate course. He's a Bachelor of Commerce from Venkateshwara University and partner in Mr. C. Ramachandran and Company, Chartered Accountants, Hyderabad. Professional works handled by him is internal and external audit, forensic audits of large manufacturing infrastructure, software, PSU, and other companies. Bank audit, central audit, branch statutory audit, concurrent audit, and revenue audit. He's a seasoned speaker. With this brief introduction, I leave the floor to the sir. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon. I think the quality of lunch is not allowing you to respond to my good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Yeah. By this time, it might have digested now again. So you can again, we have to start. Yeah. Thank you. At the outset, I thank Bangalore branch for giving me the one more opportunity to interact on bank audit, more specifically audit under CBS. So I have requested branch to arrange my seating along with you so that after lunch, anyhow you will be sleeping. So I also need to have the same privilege. But still, Yeyeshu Shupteshu Jagarti. Meaning morning we had that prayer song. Again, why in the afternoon means to recollect the meaning of Yeyeshu Shupteshu Jagarti. Meaning, if everyone is sleeping, the person awakened is the speaker, not the participants. Okay. So let me start with Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. Meaning you comply with the Dharma. Dharma will protect us. Meaning Dharma for us is ICI Code of Conduct. What is there in the Code of Conduct? Technical standards, professional standards, and ethical standards. We comply that will protect us. Okay, there is an option also. I don't comply with Dharma. What happens? The same Dharma will kill me. And that's what we are seeing today. Bank audits are getting evaporated. Thanks to the kind of quality that majority of the members, I say majority of the members, who are just taking bank audit appointment letter on the right hand side, and it is a guarantee letter. Within 45 days you get some money. Whether you sign, whether you perform, whether you write yes, no, not applicable, whatever it is. Yes, there are exceptions to the general rule. There are many people who fall into that exception. I do recognize that. Coming back to so what I am trying to say is this is all not my the ICAI institute or branch or my firm. It is my personal opinion. I am using some screenshots, software names. Those are all not my grandfather's property. Those are all depends. They are all of the software developers. I use some content. Of course, I have changed that content, but still some names may resemble. That's not my intention. It is only purely coincidental. But this presentation is only for training, but not for commercial purpose. So the RBI IRAC circulars, we are tired in reading IRAC circulars up to certain extent and forget this the last word of IRAC circulars. RBI is saying any falsification of accounts on the part of borrowers, if observed by banks or FIs or whatever it is, where auditors were negligent in conducting the audit, banks are forced to lodge a complaint against them. That is how after that 5 lakh crores of banking funds evaporated in frauds, the ED, CBI has become relatives of chartered accountants. They visit very often to their offices. So today's session is named as AI, use of AI in bank audit. I'll come back to that a little later. The reason is I have to talk to AI. If I have to work on AI, I have to talk to AI. If I am training, if I am very senior, if I am training an article student, the way in which I talk to the newly enrolled article student, in that way I have to talk to the AI sometimes. When I am training AI, I have to train AI. Sometimes I don't know anything. In that case, I have to ask a senior most chartered accountant like Hari Savle with most obedience. So in the same way, I need to ask this AI in the most obedient form so that it responds properly. The biggest challenge, habits die hard. What is a habit? I think technology means Swiggy, Zomato, Ola, Uber. The moment I book, it has to come and deliver. I book Upma, it will give Upma and go away. And moreover, we work on Computax, Winman, Sinman and all. Nowadays what happened is most of it is preloaded, pre-filled, submit, 500 rupees comes into our pocket. So that is how our mindset today when you talk about technology. But this AI, you need to train. As you train it, it will assist in a better way. So for that, lot of patience is required. Hence, I am just throwing it to the last part. Not only that, because nowadays these chart and co-pilots have become so busy, the data is getting stuck there. However, so to avoid all that inconvenience and all, I have done some work, stored it in the as a screenshot. Certain extent I will demonstrate, certain extent I will show you how this works. That we can all practice. However, training on AI should be one-to-one, wherein you should also have systems, I should also have systems. If I write a question, same question you write it, the answer will be entirely a different one. To enjoy that and to see that, it should be more on a hands-on training. Okay, I have recognized that. We'll come back to that little later. Now, starting this. As I said, it is full of digital world now. Continuous documentation protects, or else digital footprints prove non-compliance. Why only I should talk? Let us make an interactive so that your food gets digested by the tea time. Tea also will be high tea, not that they keep tea on a higher platform. Okay, sir, what do you mean by conscious documentation protects, or else digital footprints will prove non-compliance? Any example? Leave bank audit, because even if you are not going to leave now, next year it will be left. It has already reached dead end, like GST.
An Excel file, when you modify, it shows the date of modification, not necessarily the date.
Excellent. I refer this to the recent NEFRA case where when auditor was asked to provide deferred tax calculations after 4 years, the case was picked up for a fraud or something. The auditor was asked to submit the documents. He has submitted. Again, NEFRA reminded, you have not submitted documents for deferred tax. This auditor, as usual, no habits die hard. 143.2 notice comes, then only I will download everything. Otherwise, what is my documentation, sir? ITRV, simple. Till 143.2 notice, my documentation is ITRV only. So I am habituated. So that notice has come to him, he has urgently prepared, like me only. Last moment someone asks, I will prepare, otherwise why will I prepare? So he has prepared and submitted to the NEFRA. NEFRA immediately shoot a letter, you have prepared this yesterday. Why? Sir has answered. So what? This chartered accountant asked, so what? I will prepare today or even now I will prepare and give it. What is your problem? Then they said there is a problem in SA 230. where documentation has to be completed within 60 days. Archive it, don't open it again. If you are opening it, there should be a trial for it. SA 230. I don't know how many of you are into peer review now. There is a question on peer review, whether there is a system in the office where once you close the file, you don't add and delete. But that is a big habit for us. I hope peer review has to learn about it. Okay, be that. The problem what I am trying to say here is not only that, sir. Digital footprints today are proving something else. Like say, I am submitting my tax audit report in the month of September, class 34 of TDS. By April or May, department is aware of how much TDS has to be paid by every assessee. From where, sir? How do they get that data? Not by ETDS, by integrating 2A, 2B into their systems. What is 2A, 2B? We know very well. That is the only work we are doing today, 2A, 2B, 3B. Reconciliations, morning to evening. So that 2A, 2B is nothing but goods and services supplied to that. So apply the rate of TDS to it, automatically they are aware. But now in the month of September, I use Shakespeare English in the TDS details not coming properly, books are not, I hope you know that language, to protect our brother client, right sir? Now department is already having it. Now department today is asking, when I have everything, why do I need this auditor certificates and all? So Madam Nirmala Sitharaman is deciding no more audits please, because they have already decided for GST. Okay. Now, that is not the issue today. Yeah, this is the issue. Our mother body, C&AG, has come out with a case studies on how technology can be used to document digital footprints again. A very interesting document. I request everyone to download it, not now, after my session. Download it and go through, and you can understand the way in which department is moving into. Audits, the C&AG, the way in which C&AG is moving it. Okay. Well, let me demonstrate what they say here. From the bank audit perspective, I have nothing against a firm which I am now searching, just to demonstrate. Don't think that this is something like Shankar movie. So this is an unit which is financed by one bank. And the image what you see here, is 14th June 2022. Now, I would like to take this back. October 2021. Sir, this is October 2021 image. Loan is sanctioned in the month of February 2021, 85 lakhs for that poultry unit. A chartered accountant like me has given a utilization certificate for 85 lakhs. In the month of March 2021. Because there is a bank audit, you as a bank auditors have asked him, they have done it with Udin also. What is there, sir? Who is proving non-compliance? Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha is proving. Lord Krishna has said, when dharma is deteriorating, I will take the form of Lord and come on to the earth. Now he has come in the form of technology. Now you can see here. Okay, sir, this bank audit is fantastic, leave it off, but we are not in bank audit, nor in the days to come, bank audit will be there, because it is like a dinosaurus. Anyone has seen dinosaurus? No, we will not see that bank audit after 10 years, nor our children will see that bank audit in the days to come. Okay. Now, sir, but in income tax, how this will help us? In income tax, how this will help, sir? Lot of black money, people come with lot of black money, agriculture income. Next, what, sir? Whether agriculture was done on a particular land on a particular date, who will speak now? Technology will speak. So this is the danger in which we are practicing today. This is the danger in which today we are practicing. Okay. Now what else we can do here? What else we can do here? Ruler. I am measuring the site. .36 meters. You have a doubt? Go home, download this Google Pro Earth. Check your house, locate your house, it is possible you can locate your house. Measure, and if you find something different in that, you can take up the case and fight with your old person who has sold you. Not only this, you can measure the height, length, breadth of a building. Today Telangana government is using, I don't know about Karnataka, today Telangana government is using for assessing the municipal taxes based on the square feet built up. This is where we are today. So timelines, date of loan image and the date of audit image, check the progress of project and utilization of funds over a period of that particular time. Physical measurement of progress with ruler, height, length, etc. as projected, as actually used. Not only that, today many banks have said you have to record the Google coordinates in the loan papers today. They made it mandatory. And that is not new for us also. We are generating the DSC certificates, new DSCs and all, that is asking us to record a small movie, no? With, and MCA is also asking to record the location with address and all. This is not a new now. Now we need to use these kind of things in our audit as we go on. So we need to look at, as rightly said, we need to use those evidences also in carrying out our audit. Yeah. So integrated information digital footprint is a big challenge and an opportunity to the chartered accountant. We have just now seen it. And there is a surveillance through data integration. Integrated information, when I say integrated information, it is becoming a challenge to the chartered accountant, because when I complete my audit and go away, after that big loans will become NPA, then RP will come. After RP comes, forensic audit will come. After that CBI FIR will come. After that ED will come. Then chartered accountant is exposed. At that time, I have to document. That is a time when, because I have a habit of documenting only, 143(2) notice comes. Now when ED comes, all those fellows are coming when I started documenting it. So what I am saying is, At the time of audit, you need to validate the data given through the outside source of information today. Like, are there any related party transactions? How do I validate related party transactions? Well, you have a Toffler kind of a thing where directors are directors, directors' relatives are directors in any other, shareholder is a director in any other company. You get lot of things from outside databases or outside public informations. When I come back to the early warning signal, when I discuss about it, 45 early warning signals are given there. There how we can integrate. Like, today we see in as a part of bank audit also, when you go there, for a lot of LCs are opened on foreigners, whether that container has come into India or not. You can verify through the public sources today, IceGate, and check, yes, whether this transaction is genuine or not. Okay. So in that, why I am talking about that is, today we are facing huge data. Sometimes we ask, sometimes without asking also data comes and falls onto us. And we need to make a lot of analysis. When you make analysis, deviations come out. When deviations come out, you have to understand about the professional skepticism. I'll take you back when I go into those cases. Yeah. Now I'll talk about three issues, majority of them. One is, there are control lapses in the banks. Even today, it will continue to exist. It will not change, because you have seen the way in which Supreme Court, election bonds, and other bank. You know how it is. In the highly digitized age, we have seen how Supreme Court was answered by a bank. That is the status of controls in India, and it will not change, don't worry. But it is all depends on the chartered accountants to again and again prove in their audit reports about this control lapses, so that we continue to get the audits. That is my objective. So one is, no more NPA audit. Don't bother about NPAs now. It is no more NPA audit. Before they give data to us, they are already making full makeup to it. Where to put how much lipstick, they know. So they are giving all those. So it's now no more NPA audit, it is more of controls audit, and that is what is all about LFAR. But unfortunately, LFAR is filled with yes, no, not applicable. Okay. So one is, controls are weak. Who is proving controls are weak? I need not prove today. Bank, their own inspectors are proving, that controls are very weak. Let me demonstrate. This is the number of pages, 1144 pages. 1144 pages of report is given by their own branch inspector for 1 year of operations of a small branch. So you may ask me, sir, what is the content in it? So who will read 1100 pages in that 3-moon honeymoon package of bank audit? So not possible. As it is, we can't read. But sir, do you want me to read all these things also? Is there an extra fees for reading? So now here you can take the help of ChatGPT. I am adding this. It will take few seconds time to, depends on the speed. Let be, I'll come back to that. So, okay, otherwise also let me just understand. With With respect to stock statements, how many times this word is used? 58 times. What is it saying? Delay observed in submission of monthly stock statements and book dates. Stock and book dates are not submitted regularly. What is its impact? Will it have an impact on material misstatement on IRAC norms? If it is further delayed, yes. And it is mentioned 58 times. Like that, so many things have been are mentioned here in this. Let me say, yeah, it is now attached. Let me check. I am asking, can you read and give me what is all about this document? Certain detailed observations, compliances. Now you have something specific about an LFAR, about a particular clause, type there and ask, can you give me the instances with respect to this particular clause and give me an, so that what you can do? Take a printout of it and make an annexure to that LFAR. Their own report, give it to them as if it is prepared by you. Point what I am trying to say here is control weaknesses. In addition to this, bank inspectors, yes sir, inspector one, the case what you have shown is an inspector, he is not given promotion, so he has written all those things, you may say. But okay, let us see any other case also. This is a case of Indian Overseas Bank. This is an FIR filed by Indian Overseas Bank against a borrower because he has looted thousands of crores, like any other borrower. Now that after the, after that it becomes NPA, after NPA, RPA has come, after RPA, forensic has come, after that CBI has come. Now ED will come. It is something like our puja only. Now you start with Satyanarayana puja. What you will do first? Ganesh puja. After that? Same. Okay, now it says here, bank is saying, look at the, bank is saying, internal control weakness that allowed misappropriation. They are saying. What am I saying as a statutory branch auditor? Sir, your internal controls are super, sir. Last year only I have signed it. Last year only I have signed internal control IFC. My friend asked, did you sign IFC? Acha, like that one report is also there? I asked him. Then he told, are you Gandhari? Blindly you are signing? Okay, having said about this internal control, I will take you to that IFC now. What is IFC? What they are asking? What institute is asking about IFC? What branches are rubbing on us? Let us have a detailed look on this particular controls, because bank itself is saying our controls are so weak, people are robbing us. Okay, next I will complete this and then go back to the IFC. Now it is saying acceptance of agriculture land as a security. As a security without considering the provisions of SARFAESI, wherein agriculture land cannot be taken as a valid pledge. You cannot auction it. Then how system is taking it? They say CBS is controls. No sir, CBS is fully automated. are full automated, sir. You don't have to put your finger anywhere. That is the reason why they are attaching DSCs. Now, come back to internal financial controls. I'll walk through the internal financial controls with respect to a simple gold loan. For any IFC to be carried out, first we need to understand the process. Whatever I am talking is as per the guidance note of ICAI on IFC. So first I need to understand the process. That process flow is given by one bank, not all banks. And these gold loans have 15 processes. Now, what is IFC? IFC is simply starting with risk control matrix at every stage of the process. Now, how many processes we said, sir? 15 processes. I will not talk to all the processes, only one process I will talk. First process is what? Up to 4:30? Up to 4 I can go. Yeah. So, receipt of application is the first stage. Let us see what are the risks in it. This is risk, this is control, this is how the document is. This is risk, this is control, this is impact, if risk occurs. Okay. What is the risk at first stage? First stage is document collection. What is the risk? Risk of incomplete, inadequate, incorrect documents. Okay, how does that risk look when the actual risk occurs? When risk occurs, it looks like unavailability of documents, delivery, gold take delivery, gold ornaments taken delivery, MOU, DP note, negligence of officials in completeness and accuracy, etc., etc. This is how the risk looks. Okay. Can this happen? Can this happen, sir? Yes. So they have also realized. Then they say, to mitigate that risk, they have given all these procedures. I will not read out. They have given all these procedures. Now, when these procedures, is it daily, weekly, annually, or transaction based? Transaction based. Whether this is manual, automated, partially automated, as per your experience? Manual. Is this preventive, detective, or corrective? It is preventive, right. Now, the kind of control what they have in the system, is it manual maker and checker or automated maker and checker or no maker and checker there? They say maker and checker. If that is the case, why Punjab National Bank 14,000 crores Nirav Modi? Possible, no? Maker and checker only on paper, not on the. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Bank of Baroda gold loans also. Right. Next, if that risk occurs, whether income and expenditure will be materially misstated? Banker is saying no. Balance sheet is materially misstated? Presentation will materially misstate? Banker is saying no. However, the same bank is saying they have filed a case with CBI that their bank was robbed for bank gold loans. 246 members, 246 members have taken a dummy gold loans to an extent of 6.69 crores, wherein most of the applications do not appear photos, not adhere to KYC, signatures are not there, etc., etc., etc. Meaning it will have an impact, but bank is saying no, we don't have that impact. Okay, this is for every process, for all the 15 processes, a study has to be conducted. That is IFC. One bank has given details like this, not only for gold loan, for all the loans they have to give, for all the process they have to give. But now this is one bank giving IFC statement like this: process, sub-process, control. Where is the risk? If I ask, they will respond. If I am not asking, I am signing like Gandhari. Next. Yes, no, not applicable. Now another bank is giving IFC risk control matrix in this format, wherein they have already filled yes, 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 yes. There is nothing for us to do. If that is the case, why so many frauds? Why RBI is going on continuously levying penalties on them for non-compliances? So I said, controls are weak in bank environment. There is lot of things to be entered in, more specifically LFR. Not only more specifically LFR, sir. Recently SBI, February 2024, they have levied 2 crores of penalty on SBI. Reason is, there is a limit of 30% to be invested in the share capital of a particular company. They have exceeded that. By that, they have not complied with the RBI circular, which requires qualification on the face of the audit report. Meaning, majority of the LFAR non-compliances require qualifications, audit qualifications in the main audit report. This is a serious job. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. We are losing bank audits. Reason is that right-hand audit bank audit appointment, after 45 days automatically fees is coming. Sorry to say this. So what I am trying to say here is, when you report in LFAR, try to link that with the respective directions given by the RBI, so that your report is so serious. Sir, when a GST officer or an income tax officer giving a notice without referring any sections, what do, sir? Simply tear it off, put it in the dustbin. Same banks are doing today. I give a big LFAR without even referring any non-compliances to any of the Banking Regulation Act or any notification, any circular. Why will they take cognizance of my report? They will tell the central statutory auditor, sir, look at this report. They have not mentioned which circular. How do I take? You understand? So we need to understand its impact and then link it. You may ask me, sir, how do I link all these things? Or a ChatGPT is there. You dump that LFAR there and then ask for, you kindly give me the related related master circular references for each of these non-compliances. It may not give at one time, but you dump master circular's content into it, you dump LFAR to it and ask the questions, it will match and give it to you. Then what you can do in Excel, you can give a drop down to it and you go on selecting. Then the report will become more authentic. Okay. So I was talking about internal controls are very weak in the banks. Forever it will be weak. Forever it will be weak. It cannot be controlled. And another case, why I am saying so much is, one more, 2023 full year, 7 public sector banks were levied penalties more than 10 crores. For those banks have lent to the state government corporations, those corporations were not having budget, were not having their established revenue stream to repay that loans. From where the state government were repaying? They are repaying from budgetary support, which is against to the complaints, against to the RBI master circulars. From where from where all these state governments are repaying, sir? From where? Budgetary support. From where budgetary support? The same state government is issuing bonds. Who is subscribing? 70% of the state government bonds are subscribed by banks. Meaning, the same loan is changing its face from investments to loans to investments. You understand? So this is what we need to highlight in the audit at the global level, so that the RBI is serious, they will understand the quality of chartered accountants reporting. Okay. Now come back. We are talking again and again about the two instances we have shown you, that RBI levying penalties. Bank itself is saying in the public platform that our internal controls are weak. Internal inspectors are saying we are weak. So let us investigate now. How to investigate? How to investigate? Through data analytics. Data analytics means what? In Excel. In Excel, what should I use? Sort, filter, if condition, VLOOKUP, pivot table. Only 5? Yes, sir. Only 5 is enough. It is not that Sriharikota, 1 rocket, 140 satellites. No. Only simple. It is so simple that morning I have got down of the flight, and then I was talking to the another partner. Yesterday he was working on 12 ODCC files he was working. Our staff has taken time to convert that into Excel, that after Excel removing all those things. Then yesterday night he worked out for 2-3 hours, and then he has given a Python code. So he said, Python code, now you are talking about Python and snakes, Amazon and all. I don't know. No, you are not required to know anything about Python code. ChatGPT will do all those things for you, is it? And by the time I started with the airport, and by the time I have reached Hebal, I have completed the process. That process is, I am talking about analytics. I will come back to that, how it has worked out. These are the ODCC files. It looks like this. All this 12 months files. To convert all this 12 months files into Excel, and after that to make analysis, converting itself will take a lot of time. No, with a simple Python code, I don't know really. Touch wood I am saying. Whatever code he has given, I have just run that code in the command prompt. The command prompt is still here. Command prompt is still here. I have not done anything. Whatever command prompt that system has given, I have just copy pasted it. Let me show you even that. Purpose of demonstrating all this is just to tell you that today we need not become experts in technology. This is the Python code. I have copy pasted from ChatGPT and executed it, and I am showing how it is executed here. This is what I have typed it, and the moment I have typed it, this report is automatically made available to me, which is running into 1600 rows. In no time. Now from here, what do you want me to do? These are all ODCC. You can see the headers now. Interest rate, limit, drawing power. Sir, what analysis can we make, sir, out of this? Looking at just these, okay, let's to see that the total What analysis can be done on this, sir? On all these columns? Sir? Yeah, name, reputations. Anything else, sir? Yeah, drawing power versus outstanding balance. Party wise for 12 months, continuously for 12 months, whether the outstanding balance is greater than drawing power or not, continuously for 3 months it becomes NPA. If most of the time, if 1 month it is more, next month it has come into power. Next month again increased, next month again it has come down, next month again it has increased. Meaning what? The limit sanctioned is always overutilized. Is it because of financial difficulties in the business or because of diversion of funds? Or because the business is so much growing that he doesn't have proper funds? Which is correct? That is a professional skepticism. But the issue is, when we go to the bank, which report we ask, sir? Which report generally we ask? We ask 31st March invariably. What will I do with 1 month report, 1 day report? What will I do with 1 day report? But if I can take the same report for 365 days, meaning what? I am creating a CC account ledger in my Excel. 365 days report is nothing but a is a ledger. Am I right, sir? You agree? Now, can I read all the 365 for 1000 parties running into almost 36,000 or 3 lakh rows? Whether Excel will work? No, Python will do that. In what time? Just 2 minutes. How should I write it? Ask ChatGPT, no? When I am able to do it in 15 minutes of time, this requires tremendous amount of practice, not one alone. I alone cannot do it, because I get tired. But someone else should help you. Or you got stuck up here, let me help. No, by the way, every house in Andhra, Telangana, Karnataka, every house has a software engineer, no? Am I right, sir? They will be so happy, my brother is learning Python. Tell him, don't worry, I am not going to compete with you. Because today all work from home, work from jail also. Yeah. So what we are talking is data analytics. Data analytics is, today you are forced to expose yourself to the huge data, otherwise we are not satisfied by the time. I hope many of us, when they come out of the branch audit, sign chesnano, I don't know. I don't know what I have signed. God only should. But now with this kind of analytics, you are damn sure. But how much time does it take? Where to get the data? I will come back. Where to get data? I will explain. Let me just finish this. So today we have to carry out data analytics invariably. Sourcing the files, yes. What are the commands? Sort, filter, if condition, VLOOKUP, pivot table, and financial modeling. I will come back to that last. By doing this data analytics, you are bound to get deviations. For that deviations, make a root cause analysis. This is one cycle, one full cycle of audit. And this is what is all about the auditing standards talk about. And whatever I am doing is unconsciously getting recorded, documenting. I don't even require 60 days of ICAI time for document. When I do the work, system is calculating System is doing documentation. I need not do any conscious documentation again. Okay. So having said this, you may ask me how to navigate into the system. I will very quickly run through. I will share this document also. I have already made it into PDF. Of course, I have not shared this at this branch. I have shared something else, and this is made 3-4 days back. What this document is all about is LFAR wise, if it is Finacle, what command to give answer to this particular point in LFAR? What work you have to do? In system, what command you have to use? If it is Finacle, what to do? If it is banks, what to do? If it is Canara Bank FlexiCube, what you have to do? In this way, for majority of the LFAR, the presentation is structured with CBS commands, audit procedures, and what you have to do. Assets, advances, and what you have to do here. I will circulate it, and hence I am not reading like a Bible or Bhagavad Gita here. These are other commands in Finacle. What report you will get with that. This is how to navigate into the system, where to type what. Doesn't require any explanation, self-explanatory. Now a report is saved. This report, saved report, you can ask them to mail it, or you can open in their own systems. If they are not allowing you to take the data, work on their own systems only, nothing wrong. But most of their systems today are more upgraded. If not the Office 365, they have at least one Excel which will definitely work, because they are working on projections. They take the client's Excel statements to validate. So they definitely have at least a proper 2007 Excel. Whatever I said like sort, filter, VLOOKUP and all will work in 2003 onwards. So no botheration. Now again, borrower wise how to verify is given here, commands. Now once you take out those reports, what you have to do in Excel I have given it here. Each point wise, you want to analyze the branch profile, what report you have to do, what tool you have to use in Excel, what purpose it will be served, what to understand. I am not reading out these things because it is a self-explanatory. So this is all about Excel. And this is how you can use Excel documentation. I will come back to it little later. Yeah, I will come back to this also. Now, this is from ICI guidance note only, 2024. Master circular, each paragraph number wise how to comply with CBS is given here. Further, we were talking about manual controls and all. One bank has written a circular to the branch offices to take care of 23 points as a part of finalization. You can understand the level of controls they have with this circular itself. Enter collateral's fair market value in Finacle and link them to the customer loan account. Don't link with any other customer. Why they are so specific in saying this? In the past it might have happened. Auditors like us might have commented it. The audit committee might have taken serious note and they said, okay, you educate because you can't change your age-old CBS. Value of land, building, plant and machinery obtained as collateral security should be properly entered in the system. Otherwise, you enter donkey, system will take it as donkey only. No validation controls. This is not the case with our ITR 1 to 7. or even GST or even MCA. Look at the way in which the bank is running. This is the reason why I am saying again and again, the controls will never be properly mitigated in the banking systems. And this is what I am just now demonstrated on this. Agriculture land is taken as a security. Agriculture land is taken as a security. The system should throw away that. It should say, no, we don't take agriculture land as a security. Do you have such kind of preventive controls in CBS? No. No, in that case, what should be my audit procedures as a part of internal financial controls? Like that, there are 23 points here which have a serious complications on, which has a very serious complications on internal controls. While claiming the interest subvention in respect of export advances, guidelines related to eligibility and calculation of interest subvention, please check it is saying. And that is the reason why they are taking the statutory auditors again certificate on interest subvention. Branch manager says, "Arey, don't sir, all are computerized, don't put your finger, put your DSC." That's what. Sir, we are going there once in a year we go there for a sweet honeymoon package, but they are there for 30 years, no? They know how to mesmerize auditors. But income tax fellows can't do because we are there. We go to income tax office every day, we know how to deal with them. So understand these, I have shared even these issues. Look at these complications with respect to controls. So now I will take up few controls to understand, if not all with the given time. I will take few controls and then its implications. I think we are left with 15 minutes. 15 minutes. 10 minutes. We are bargaining here. I will run quickly now. So I will take up account creation related issues where KYC is compromised. By the way, kindly understand there is a change in the KYC 2024. 2024 KYC rules have changed, meaning it is very interesting. Earlier they have not defined, I'm not sure whether I can lay my hand quickly on this KYC 2024. RBI has changed the, revised KYC. Oh, I can't read this. Okay, let us ask. Add I have loaded this and then I am asking a question to it. Yeah. Give me the rules of KYC in tabular form. Now, I do not want this kind of tabular form. I will ask it to submit in a different form, like for proprietor what to be taken, for partner what to be taken. These who are not defined before 2024, that is the reason major frauds have taken place. Because a director who has committed a fraud, and if he comes back and opens a new company, the system will again allow it. But now after 5 lakh crores have evaporated. Those borrowers have taught a lesson to the banking system. RBI has defined these new rules now. Meaning what? Even if this kind of things are still going on, yes, these are all still going on in all the banks. Even today, this is a place where we need to give our value addition with this KYC, and there is a big column in LFAR with respect to this KYC. Now, what are the rules for proprietor firms? I have asked, give me a tabular form of various types of account holders. By the way, the technology is making people more lazier or more informative. Whether we are getting value addition or we are becoming more lazy. We are becoming more lazy, by that we are encouraging pharmaceutical companies to develop more because of BP, sugar, right. Okay, so come back. KYC is one issue. Let me just take up the cases quickly. The multiple customer IDs are possible. This is an example. Multiple customer IDs. Same name, customer IDs. Now, how do you find out is, you have to take the master data, and sometimes you have to use fuzzy lookup. I am not going into that because I am left with last 8 minutes. So, you have to sort it on phone number wise, date of birth, account signature, address, PAN, Aadhaar, etc., etc. If all these individual personal identities match with those names, they are. Now, if you ask them, they say, sir, Abdul Rahman, there are 500 Abdul Rahmans in this village. Yes, possible. But how do you prove? Now, you have to prove with all these personal identities. Now, you can say all Abdul Rahmans will not have same phone number and email IDs. So, this kind of data analytics you have to make, that is none other than sort, filter, VLOOKUP kind of a thing. Okay, now we have done data analytics, we have found out the deviation. Now let's go into the root cause. Name is entered. Now, what are the controls on when a name is entered? Whether name should be entered or name should automatically come out through a, if something is entered, name should automatically come out as a pop-up or autofill. Which is a better control? Which is a better control? You should force the name into it, or the name should come out automatically. Have you observed in any bank? It is done in some banks in another system, not in CBS, where they validate the application first with, they put the Aadhaar number, name comes out automatically. They put the PAN, automatically comes out. Good. But how many banks are using it? Okay, for creating a name, it is not Aadhaar alone, it is PAN alone. It can be passport, it can be Aadhaar, it can be driving license. 5 documents it can be. So, one time I come with Aadhaar, my name is Rohit Kumar Singh. Next time I come with PAN number, my name is Kumar Singh Rohit. Possible? We face this, no? SSP, trouble in validating our DSCs. So, next time I come with passport wherein my number is RK Singh. Now, that is how this is created. That is how one employee name is created by the same, she is an employee, she is a staff, she could able to create so many customer IDs. She wanted to become a world, wanted to get that Guinness Book of World Record. Meaning what? The controls are weak. Not only this, I will show you the, I was talking about process flow now, I will demonstrate that in this process flow now. Look at this process flow, look at the question here. Sanction authority has given an approval note to go ahead and giving the loan. Now what is the question here? Whether client is already having a CIF. Why should you ask this question? The system should identify based on the parameters that are already there in the application. What parameters? I am giving my phone number, my email ID, my PAN number, my Aadhaar number. So many things I am giving in application. Based on those things, those parameters, the system has to check within. Yes, this phone is available. This email ID is used. This address is already used. All these are already used, meaning check whether CIF is already existing, but whether this is a manual control or system control. Yes, sir? Manual control here, because what is system control is, this is the only system control here. Rest of the 14 are manual controls in CBS. Now we are talking about so that is how she could able to create. Whenever the system is asking, do you have an SIF, she is not able to understand what a SIF is. She said no, immediately it has created. That is the kind of training is given to the employees working there. Okay. Now, sir, for one field we are discussing so much. There are 18 screens that are rolled to create an account. Now, how many fields have to be entered and what kind of questions you need to ask and check? Now, you may ask me, sir, all this is possible in 3 days of honeymoon package? Yes, this is possible. How much time it will take to validate one application? Anyhow, I am not Rajnikant to go singly like a Simham to bank audit, no. I should go with a team of people, right? Now, one control we have seen it. One more control quickly. With this, I will try to close it. Now, I am using this customer phone numbers are there. So, I have made a pivot table and then I have seen here one phone number has 185 accounts. One phone number has 185 accounts. This is not unusual. Sorry, this is not prohibited. This is unusual but not prohibited. Recent one. Not the time when Rama was going for Vanavasam. Very recent one. No, I am just making it little humorous so that you don't sleep. Because why only you should have that facility. So this 185, now comes the professional skepticism. This is what I am saying. When you face huge data, when you make data analytics, the concept of professional skepticism should rise. Okay. Now when this is happening to you, what will you do as a next step, sir? When this happens to you, what is the next audit procedure you have to do? The very next audit procedure that you have to do is, you have to collect all those bank statements which are common to that phone number or date of birth or PAN or address, because they are related. Okay, I will take that. Then what? Paste one below another all those accounts. Then sort on date wise. So when I have sorted on date wise, on 3rd of April 776 account, 25 lakhs from this loan account, 25 lakhs is given as a machinery advance to his brother-in-law. Now 776 cash has come here, this check, and immediately cash is withdrawn, and this cash is handed over to the brother-in-law, big brother. Then he has deposited back that cash into his account with a narration. What, sir? What possibility will be there? Share application money. Whose money? Bank money only. We have seen state governments are doing, no? State governments issuing bonds, repaying bank loan. If state government does it, then they are exempted, but if I do it, I am penalized. Okay. Now, can this be avoided? Now, what is the problem here? The related parties are used. I am showing you an interbank. It can be interbank, intra-bank, intra-country, inter-country, LC fraud, BG fraud. All this happens in the similar fashion, one and only fashion. One and only fashion. Today, because the data is digital footprints are available, you can easily pull out who is taking the funds and all. Okay. Now, we have done the data analytics, we have found out the we have found out the deviation. Now, let us quickly go into the root cause. Root cause is they are not filling this group. Now, should you fill this as a group, or system should give a pop-up that the PAN number, the account that you are trying to create now, already phone number is linked. Possible, sir? Is it being done? Sir. I am an NRI. Is PAN Aadhaar is linked? No. Finished. Like that, many exemptions are there. I am from Assam. I am from those eastern states. Okay. Now, I hope you understand this. If this is plugged, if this is fixed, most of the round tripping can be stopped. Okay. Last, before we close. Okay. Huge cash withdrawals are being done. So, to arrest the cash withdrawals, there is a provision here, exception, cash exception limit, debit and credit. Cash exception limit, debit and credit can be used. The moment you say here as a loan account, what it should do, it should arrest this to 0. It should be a pre-fill, but whether this is mandatory, no. And that is the reason why we see a lot of our borrowers withdraw cash. For what purpose, you and I very well know. Meaning loan accounts, still they withdraw cash. Reason is system is allowing. Why is it allowing means there is no control. Can this be arrested? Yes, it can be arrested. So like this you have so many other things I said about the quickly last one, AI in bank audit I was saying. So this is what I am saying, artificial intelligence was asked to make a picture on Mother Teresa fighting against poverty. This is what I said, it is after all AI. So EMI validations is a very serious issue. Because of paucity of time, I am not going into. When I come there, I'll just spend 2-3 minutes of time there. I am dumping the data into it and then asking it to validate. I am saying EMI validation of hidden. I have sample input. I have given this. I am sharing simulated Excel data, which has a column label defines the data of respective columns. Based on the information given, calculate the term of each loan as a 6th column. Now system has given it. Why should it calculate term? Because I hope many of our friends accept with me that in none of the reports generated by the bank, they will give this column to you. Because if that column is provided, bank audit is over next moment. They know that. So they don't give that. But can I find out? Yes, I can find out that. I'll come back to that formulas. So system has calculated and given this term. Now with this term you can validate the term which is already there in the CBS. Now I have asked another questions to it. Difference, now I am asking it to indicate the term served and the term remaining and actual term. Actual term as per CBS. Now the system is ChatGPT is able to give you all this without even using any formulas. I'll come back to that. Let me just show you that formulas. So here, if this information is giving, I am using dated if to find out the number of months lapsed from the date of sanction to the date of audit. NPER gives the loan term. NPER gives the loan term. Cumulative interest serviced till the date of audit, this is the formula. You compare that interest with your ledger interest and look at. In the same way, cumulative principal that is paid till the date of audit. Compare this with the closing balance. Now with this you can find out as per auditor what should be the outstanding. Now what is the outstanding as per CBS? Now if that difference is greater than 3, it is obvious NPA. Otherwise they might have rescheduled it. So what is the problem with reschedulement? The problem with reschedulement is if you reschedule any account by even one EMI, 1 month extension, that should be downgraded one step below and maintained till the satisfactory account. I am 99% sure that the reschedulement is not shown to the auditors, it is hidden, and all those reschedulements except in COVID period are still continuing as performing assets, whereas those should be downgraded. But today you see this difference. Then he says, sir, 4 years back I have rescheduled. Come on, from that day onwards make it as a non-performing asset. Now how much of MOCs are you going to give now? Now this is the beauty of financial modeling. Now there are again financial statements are fine-tuned for more borrowings, which is a fraud where banks, RBI is saying report on the auditors to the ICAI. So all these things I have circulated it. What Excel you can use. So due to paucity of time, I am not going into much things. You know the Kim, North Korean, most powerful fellow. Our NEFRA is more powerful than this fellow. Our ED and CBI and DC are more powerful than this fellow. But I as an auditor, I am trying to fight with this regulator with that bows and arrows. Possible? Sir, today regulators are spending crores of rupees on automation. Am I right, sir? Client is spending. So I should ask a question to myself, standing before a mirror, how much I am spending on my office automation, except for buying a costly iPhone, that too for looking at WhatsApp every minute. No more Simham singly going to the audits. It should be a teamwork. First time when you are doing the bank audit on the systems, thank you very much for your patient listening.
Thank you very much, sir, for a wonderful session. I request our Treasurer CA Tupas to present a moment to the speaker.